Hello, welcome to the Gig Economy Podcast, episode 254. Talking about some new Uber Eats heat maps. Oh boy, we're so excited.
Yes, we are.
It's the slowest news day known to man. Uber is launching some senior driver accounts, and is Trump good for gig workers? And I just realized that I deleted that article because it was a slow news day, and I posted it, and it was from January, and we already fucking talked about it. So, didn't update the title clearly, but that's okay. Hey, Larry, how's it going?
I'm doing well. It is heating up here in Kentucky. It's been up in 90, 91 the last couple of days. And so I was mentioning to you, they knocked out the air at our office for about 2 weeks ago. And so it's been a little toasty, but
yeah, I bet if I went back and clipped all our episodes, right? And I said, hey, Larry, how's it going? You always give a weather report. Is that an old man thing?
I don't know. Sorry. I don't know. Maybe.
What? Why is it we love the weather so much? You and I both talk about the weather.
Something easy. Yeah,
it's fucking hot, man.
Yeah.
The grass is browning up. God dang it.
One of them things we fall back to, I guess.
I know. A little lull in the conversation. No, how's the weather up there?
Yeah. But I've been busy. Hadn't really been out doing too much gig work.
yeah, I've done a little bit, but we'll talk about that in a minute. GigEconomyShow.com for everything Gig Economy Podcast related. Sign up for our newsletter. You can get updates on the episode of the show when we go live, those so on and so forth. Definitely, if you are listening live, definitely download the podcast wherever you download podcasts. And if you're listening to the podcast, come join us live every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. This show is fueled by the Patreon supporters: Samson, Bud, Omar, Delivery Cats, Frank, Tom, Jim, Miguel, Linda, Jerry. Thank you all so much for supporting the show. Really means a lot. Some of these people have been supporting it for years and years and years on end. You can go sign up at patreon.com/the Gig Econ Podcast. You get extra podcasts a week. Again, wrote myself a note, didn't fucking update it. You get an exclusive t-shirt made by yours truly. You get ad-free episodes and so much more. There's a $3 and a $7 tier. Go check that out if you're interested. Larry, Telegram group is going to get a little bit more chatty for the next 3 months as Gabriel and I are
burning it up, man.
We're burning it up. He messaged me today early because yesterday I go, rise and shine, bitch. It's time to work. Like it was like 7 o'clock. I was out doing Walmart Spark. And then today he messaged me. I'm like, I was like, I'm not doing gig work today. Sorry. So anyways, how can people, what is Telegram? How can people connect with that?
Yeah. So we will put links in our show notes to our Telegram group. You can click on it and join our group. It's a lot of fun. It's an app that you can message back and forth, and just like a texting app, but you can also do video or voice messages when you're out driving. It's kind of easier to do like a voice message instead of trying to type. But you can talk with gig workers all over the country. We talk about, any new gigs that are coming out, anything that's hot, happening right then, or any weird experiences we have on doing this gig work, which if you do gig work very long, you're going to have some stories, surely have some stories, but it's a good way to meet some people and not feel so lonely when you're out there doing that gig work.
For sure. Also, I'd love for you to follow us on TikTok. We are live currently on TikTok right now. I'd love for you to join us there. It's kind of a new platform for us in regards to live streaming. Also would love for you to follow us on TikTok. We're making our push towards 1,000, and we're moving on up there. So today, as far as like advertisements go, I want to talk about Steve, the man, the myth, the legend, the conversation. He's calling it beta. I'm not sure. Is that part of the show?
No,
but anyway,
beta is just a test.
I know what beta is in general, but I'm like, is that the name of the show? It's a new weekly live stream called The Conversation. Okay, it doesn't have beta on there, so I just answered my own question. With a pilot focusing on DoorDash in 2025, the show is designed to be interactive, allowing anyone to participate either through the live chat or joining the panel. Oh boy, this This could get dangerous if you're letting anyone in. Whether just to speak briefly or safe on the full session, as this is a beta week, everyone is encouraged to learn and grow together with the assurance that the platform is free of, what did it say, tier systems or exclusionary practices like those seen in DoorDash. Every voice is welcome and valued with strong emphasis on open dialogue and mutual respect. Okay, so this is all AI. I took what he wrote and then I AI'd it. And so it said the only rule is to be respectful of others' opinions and keep swearing to a minimum in order to maintain a positive, inclusive space. So check that out. The swearing part is hilarious to me because I'm such a potty mouth. But I love that. I love that Steve's doing a lot of different shows. I love that you all are going to get an opportunity to speak your mind. It's gonna be tough to monitor, not gonna lie. Hopefully he doesn't get anyone up there that, because if you're just letting anyone in, hopefully they got moderators that are right on it. But his show is I think, what did it say, Larry? Did I forget? Was it tonight it started?
Let's see. Part I saw did not have the date.
Yeah, hold on. Bad ad read, Steve. Sorry, I got it somewhere.
It's a beta.
He's starting tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern. So Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern. Check it out. I know he did. What was the one he does at 9 on Thursday? The gig round table. Yeah, I don't know if that's on pause or if he's doing dual shows, but yeah, check that out. I think it'll be good for you.
Known him, it's probably dual shows.
It's probably dual. He's probably doing a triple that day, plus 10 curries and a few DoorDash. So
some roadies.
And some roadies. Stories from the road. Larry's been busy. He's been traveling the world. Nothing for you, right? No gig work?
No. I was planning on, had plans to work this weekend, and then my sister, who was in Florida, my oldest sister, called me about 6:30 on Saturday morning, and her husband, my brother-in-law, who is about he's 75, I think, he was down at Vanderbilt ER dealing with some blood clots and some other stuff, and so she asked me if I could go down there. So I was down there most of the day. In Vanderbilt, man, it's crazy. Nashville has grown so fast that and Vanderbilt does a lot of the trauma victims, and so like he was in the waiting room for 9 hours before he ever got into the hospital. And then for a whole probably 36 hours, including overnight, he was on a stretcher in a hallway. Like they do it so often now that the hallway spots are numbered just like rooms.
No way.
So he's like C1, which is pod C, hallway 1.
That's wild.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. I came in, went to the front desk and asked, I'm here to see my brother-in-law, gave him his name. And they're like, okay, go through these double doors. He'll be down at the end of the hallway on your left. So I go through the double doors, walk down there, nothing. He's not there. So I'm kind of looking lost. So the nurse like, hey, can I help you? You looking for somebody? Yeah, looking for my brother-in-law. She looks him up on the computer. She's like, well, he's supposed to be right there. They probably took him back to do a scan or something. So I'm like, okay, so there's a chair there, and I'm sitting there waiting, and right next to his room, like he's in the hallway, but he's in the hallway outside of this room. And in the room, there's a lady. She's a African-American, about 28, 30, and she is raising 9 kinds of hell. I mean, she is giving it to him. You got to get me another doctor. This fucking doctor don't know what she's doing. I'm not leaving here. Y'all stitch up my head. I don't know what's wrong with you. I mean, there's like 5 security guards in there.
Wow.
And doctors and nurses, man. And I was like, oh, they've moved Phil because they're afraid this is going to go south. And sure enough, that's what had happened. They had moved him into another hallway. And about 15 minutes later, they got her calmed down. They brought it back. Thank you, Bubba Stu. I appreciate that.
Is it because the hospital is too small for the growth, and so is that what?
They're building another wing, but I don't think it's going to be open for like another year or two.
It takes forever for that shit. I mean,
it does, and Friday night, and they, like I said, they get a ton of the trauma that's in there. So my poor niece, his daughter, she's the one who was there, went down with him or drove him down to the hospital. So she was there in the waiting room for the 9 hours, and then she stayed overnight in this hallway, and she saw and heard a lot.
I bet. Yeah.
ERs are wild. I was like, next time just call me and let me go, because that stuff doesn't faze me. She doesn't need to be down there seeing that stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's yes and no. It'd be good for her maybe to be like, okay, this is kind of, the world can be like this. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
How old is she?
Oh no, she's she's in her early 30s.
She's fine.
Yeah. But yeah, it was something else. So yeah, I ended up doing that, and then Sunday, while she was in Florida, I guess their internet went out, so I was down at their house while she was at the hospital visiting him. I was installing a new router for her and doing some other stuff.
Okay, nice. For me, I did start doing some gig work this week, as we talked about. Gabe and I have been chatting it up.
Burning up that Telegram.
Yeah, went out early morning. I find that Walmart Spark for me in my area, of course, it's market specific, and they texted me about a minute before the show, like, "Hey, start at 5:30." I'm not starting that early, but I do start early, and just like it had been before, I get two good orders, bang bang, make a quick $40. Then it gets crickets. Get a what did I get? Oh yeah, I got a pharmacy order. So like I'm like, it's slow. I'm like, I had been sitting for a while, and it was like $10 for six miles, and I'm like, whatever. I don't, I was excited to be back doing gig work, and I just wanted to move, so I grabbed that. They give it to me. They said, "Oh, you're too early. How Spark says that you're gonna arrive at such and such a time." So it says arrive at 8:46. So I get there. The fucking pharmacy doesn't open till 9.
Oh, gee.
Which I didn't really know the hours, and I've done pharmacy before, but it's never been before open. So I'm just dicking around there. So about 8:59, I get a. What are you laughing at? Dicking around?
No, this story.
Oh. I was like, you've heard me say that before.
Oh yeah, no, many times.
Or dicking the dog.
Dicking the dog,
yeah. That's the one. I get a double Uber Eats order going to the same city area.
Oh,
I was like, well, fuck yeah, the pharmacy. There's no really time limit on that one, so I take it. And maybe you can help me out with this. I know you don't do a lot of food delivery, but it said a double, and it said both drop-offs were at the same location. So, like, the customer ordered from two
different places?
Didn't know that. In my head, I thought it said go to Panera. It didn't say to go anywhere else. So I thought it was dual Paneras. Mm-hmm. Like, sometimes it happens. People order, and then like, oh, shit, I forgot something. So they got to place another order. And it was like $12 for, like, 4 miles. So it wasn't bad. It's better than my pharmacy one.
Sure.
So I go to Panera, which is right across from the Walmart, and I'm like, oh my God, this is like heaven. This is so easy. And then it's like, oh, by the way, you got to go to Tropical Smoothie, which is it was 1.5 miles the other direction, and get that. And it was quick, it was fast, whatever. But I don't remember if you can see both restaurants when maybe I just got excited and I hit accept and didn't realize it, because once you hit accept, you can't see shit.
Yeah, you can't see nothing. Yeah, you're right. I don't do enough food to answer that question. I really don't. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember. I've done very few doubles anyway.
Yeah.
I do very little food, and then a very, very small subset of that has been a double.
Right. Yeah. I was just curious. Maybe you knew. Bubba Sue says Spark is busy in the morning. I wonder why that is, Bubba Sue. I think that a lot of gig workers are nighttime warriors, and they do a lot of PM and late night stuff. And so in the morning, there's less drivers on the road.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. And by 9-10 o'clock, it's kind of saturated. Everyone's up and moving around and stuff like that. But so yeah, other than that, no really stories. Just kind of annoyed me. And then the fucking Uber Eats map took me to a firefighter entrance at this apartment complex. But I'm not kidding you.
Yeah.
It was, to get to the actual entrance, it was 4 miles.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I knew where that was, and in my head I'm just bebopping around, driving, just not thinking about it. I'm like, I didn't know it. Maybe it did have a back entrance. I don't fucking know. I've never been way in the back. Yeah. Sure as shit. Freaking double gate locked. Had to go all the way around.
That's annoying. I haven't had one that's been that long, but there's one trailer park that I've been into, and it shows like the Uber map or Uber Eats, whatever, will show you a back entrance way out of it, and you head back there, and it's gated up. And then there's also an apartment complex not too far from there, and one side that it'll take you to, it's they got the big bullards, the concrete poles in there that you can't drive through. And it's not that, it takes you a couple minutes. It's not 4 miles.
Well, I mean, you know me, I'm probably exaggerating. It's probably less, but I was annoyed. You know what it is?
Yeah.
Your exaggeration, just like when you're fishing, it gets bigger because you're annoyed or you're happy. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm annoyed.
20-mile detour to get to
right. I'm irritated. I just want to drop this stuff off and move on with my life.
Yeah. You want to go, it just disrupts your whole flow.
Yes.
You have in your mind, this is going to take this long. I'm going to be here. And you get there. And it's like, just shattered my plans.
It's so funny too, that gated area, there was so much debris in front of it. I'm like, if this fire truck's got to roll through this thing, they're gonna have a flat tire. Like, I didn't pull in, but I was like, I go to turn in and I'm like, this looks sketch. Oh no.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, Bubba Sue said that Steve's Roundtable is on hold till the fall.
Yeah, I saw that, which, I mean, that makes sense.
Trying out this new show.
Yeah, for sure. All right, gig economy in the news. Like I said, it was a light news week. Larry and I were pulling teeth to get this. So it's going to be done with our amazing abilities, which is not amazing at times. So Uber, I should look at this date. Oh, this one's recent. This is June 1st. So Uber's CEO says Gen Z is skipping driver's license. Even his child doesn't want to get a driver's license. And there, there's a lot of different thoughts on it. Of course, he says because of Uber, because they're taking more Uber. But according to the latest data from the U.S. Department of Transportation, just under 4% of licensed drivers in the country are 19 or younger. 4%.
Wow.
That's a big drop from the decades past. In 1983, 46% of all 16-year-olds had a license. By 2019, that was 25%.
Yeah.
So it says why Gen Z isn't driving. Young people are skipping license for a bunch of reasons. Many don't need a car to connect with friends anymore. They're online all the time, which so true. I think that's such a valid point.
Oh yeah. I mean, back in, when I was in high school, like, we didn't have cell phones, we didn't have internet or any of that. Like, if you didn't go to see somebody, I mean, you had no contact with them.
Yeah, I mean, same for me. No cell phones. I was kind of on the cusp after I got out of high school of the cell phone boom.
Yeah.
But yeah, you called on the phone, but then you got no privacy. You got, mama picking up the phone and get off the fucking phone, or
man, I had 5 sisters. I didn't get to use the phone. What are you talking about?
True.
Shit.
You're doing smoke signals to your friends.
That's right. And homing pigeons, whatever.
Also says they use ride-hailing apps like Uber and Lyft. Uber and Lyft. God dang, I messed that one up. Or stick to public transit and biking. Driving anxiety is also playing a role, which I think that's part of it. The Washington Post reports aggressive driving and road rage are on the rise, combined with mental health challenges. Some teens are seeing driving as stressful. So yeah, it's interesting. I mean, it's good for them, right? It's good for the self-driving coming out. Again, I think I would be more comfortable sending my daughter in a self-driving car, other than, there's bugs with it. Most of the bugs, honestly, has there, and this is rhetorical, obviously, because I don't think but I don't think there's been a fatality in a self-driving car with the person in the car. Like, I don't think anyone's died in the car.
That's a good thing to look up.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's possible. I haven't heard of it. It's just been the fatalities where, a pedestrian's crossing the street. Larry's going to look that up right now. Those kind of things. But I guess going back to my point, I would much rather have my kids take a self-driving taxi that there's no driver in there. I have to worry about them getting in trouble. And honestly, my son's be 15 next month. My daughter's 17. They're definitely gonna be part of that, but at least old enough to kind of take care of themselves a little bit. But you see anything? Might be hard to skew it.
Yeah, it's hard to figure it out because sometimes they'll talk about pedestrians or
I wonder how you could Google to weed some of that out. I can't really think.
Right. That's what I'm trying to do that.
I'll drink a beer while you're listening.
Supposedly this website I'm on is just showing the number accidents, I guess, or they call them incidents per year. But it doesn't show anything about fatalities.
That's all right. I was gonna say
I'll keep looking as we do the show.
Yeah, I was gonna say we need a someone to like be our official Googler. Like
exactly,
if we start asking a question, then they can pop in and then give us like, hey, this is what I said, and then we can just yeah, we need to. It's a non-paid position. I'll pay you in a T-shirt. There you go, Gig Economy Podcast T-shirt.
May even get a thirsty goose out of it.
Yeah, maybe could be unused. All right. All right, moving on. This was kind of hot. One of the bigger things that had gone on in the last week currently is go ahead, Larry. Sorry, I forgot this was yours.
Okay, yeah. So this is a video, TikTok video. They'll be interviewing one of the people involved, but this occurred when a guy's daughter had ordered Uber Eats the previous night. So this is the next day. And the driver comes to their house and demands a cash tip. And so we'll play the video, then talk about it.
In a quiet suburb of Washington State Thursday morning, a knock on the door and a sign of chaos with breakfast.
I put up my hand and I said, hey, stop. You're too close.
Anthony Volino confronting, then ripping a firearm away from his daughter's DoorDash delivery driver from the previous day, who he says returned to demand a cash tip. Police say the driver was arrested for harassment, DUI, and assault. The altercation captured on video from Volino's home.
In the house at the time, I had 4 kids under the age of 4.
As the grandfather emptied bullets from the cartridge, he told his daughter to call for help.
My 3-year-old granddaughter, I could hear in the back of my head yelling, Papa, Papa.
Worried the weapon could have been fired at his grandchildren or daughter, who he says ordered roughly $100 worth of groceries the day before and did tip on her phone. DoorDash telling NBC News the company has a zero-tolerance policy for harassment of any kind. What happened was unacceptable, and the Dasher involved was immediately deactivated. Thankfully, no one was injured, but nerves certainly shaken.
The Gig Economy Podcast will be back after a quick break.
Should I be excited or afraid of AI? The answer is yes. It's both.
Things are going to look so different in the next couple years. You will not be ready for the disruptions that are going to come.
I'm Jeff Nielsen, host of Digital Disruption, the go-to podcast for technology leaders. Our generation's conflict, I think, is going to be emotional, not economic.
The companies that are going to win are the ones that have a couple of characteristics.
Stay ahead of the curve with Digital Disruption. Available now on your favorite podcast platform.
Yeah, so this is just crazy. To come have somebody like that come back. I mean, and they said they gave him a tip. Didn't say what it was on the app. And he shows up the next day with a gun, demanding that they give him a cash tip.
Yeah, it's man. So Larry and I were talking earlier. The guy I don't think he got rid of the magazine. I think he just racked the load the round in the chamber, whatever the fuck you call it. Yeah, the round in the chamber. I think he racked that out. But so I didn't watch the whole video, and I did now, but beforehand, that dude's lucky he didn't get shot because the guy came at him again. You know what I mean? He pushed him down, and then the Dasher got up and started coming at him again. At that point, I might be thinking about pointing that gun at him and said, "You get the fuck out," because obviously you've said go, leave. You pushed him down, so this is it. We're done. We're done with this conversation, and then you come at me again.
Yeah, that's dangerous. We were debating whether he'd been drinking or something.
Yeah. Well, he got arrested for DUI, so I mean, so obviously he had been drinking, and also Larry and I talked about we wouldn't have unloaded the gun. I would have just pointed the gun at him with his own fucking gun and be like, "Hey, motherfucker."
Yeah, because we were talking about what if you unload the gun and then he's got another weapon
or something, or he overpowers you or something.
Yeah. He was not a small dude.
It does make sense why he did it, though. Now that I heard that his granddaughter was kind of right there, he was worried maybe the gun would be used on his
4 kids under the age of 4 there. That's scary.
Can you imagine if that guy would have came to the guy we talked about last week or the week before, that town official that fired at that dasher like
Oh,
400
yeah,
yards.
yeah.
That dude
Yeah.
would have been dead.
Yeah, shootout at the OK Corral right there, man.
Yeah, he would have been full of holes.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
breathing. So
that was just absolutely nuts, man. I don't know what that dude was thinking.
well, he
I really
wasn't.
don't.
I mean, alcohol does crazy shit.
Yeah, it does
and
make you do stupid things.
it makes you do stupid things. And man, that dude's going to prison because
Oh
he got
yeah.
drunk while having a firearm, and who knows? I don't remember where it was. Massachusetts, maybe.
Yeah.
But anyways, I don't know the laws on carrying and stuff like that. But
That was in Vancouver.
Vancouver, like
Yes.
Canada.
Yes.
Oh, he's double fucked because there's strict gun laws there.
Yeah, he going to the pokey.
Yeah, for sure. So you never know what's gonna happen. Honestly, don't answer the fucking door. Like your house, you don't realize like how much your house really protects you. I mean, yes, of course, he could break glass and stuff like that. And you know, he could get in, but man, just don't open the door. Most people aren't going to fart with trying to break glass and break a door down. You know, if they do, they're going to, you know, either way, they're going to get you. But I think, you know,
Yeah, if they do that, you have no doubt that they have bad intentions. and
Absolutely.
you can respond accordingly.
you can respond accordingly. Absolutely. But yeah, stay in your house, keep your family safe. Who knows? It looked like it was kind of a nice neighborhood. Maybe he was just being friendly, but I live in a decent neighborhood too, and I just don't open my doors for anybody. I peek out, I look at the camera, like if I friends or if it's my kids' friends, I'm like, absolutely. But if I don't know you, I'm not opening the door. If you got my phone number, you can text me.
Yeah. We'll even answer through through the ring and ask them, yeah, can we help you? Or what do you.
Yeah. Steve says alcohol makes you do dumb fun things too. Yeah, wait till the end of the month in Nashville.
There's going to be a lot of fun, dumb things going on.
Yeah, Josh and Bubba Sue having a moment in our chat about Discord. They didn't even invite me to. That's
getting our
rude.
matching tattoos,
dude. Yes, no regrets. No regrets.
No, we're getting the don't be a dick.
Oh, don't be a dick.
Did you see that? I posted it in our chat in our
I may
Nashville
have
chat.
missed it. I took a nap today, so
Oh, come on, look at that! Look at that beautiful.
don't be a dick. That's amazing. I gotta save this and show it because don't tempt me. I have ink all over me. I'll put in a spot that's not visible with shorts and a t-shirt, but don't tempt me. I'll freaking do it.
We'll have to figure out something good. So have you already got something scheduled for Nashville?
No, see, it's tough. I tried to do that. Like, there you go. Don't be a dick.
There we go.
When I was in were we in Texas? Didn't I try to do? Was it Texas?
Yeah.
No, maybe it was in Florida. Well, it's both. It's just tough to do on the phone without knowing somebody. So it'd be best if I like kind of the first day there just kind of went to a few places and just priced it out. So it's good to have an idea. You don't want to run in there like half in the bag and don't have an idea because you're going to pay too much and it's going to look like shit. So
that's for sure.
Steve says that's my round table sign off. Don't be a dick. Well, that's a good one.
That's our sign off too.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, that's if Gabe's on. That's not our regular one.
Yeah.
Right.
That's our special.
That's our special. Josh
show.
says any Waymo videos this week. Yep. I gave you a shout out in the last
No, you
pod.
should have told him you guys go wait and see. He has to wait and see.
Oh my gosh. Texas was doing keg stands naked in Texas. No, I wasn't naked. And I definitely have never done a keg stand, but would have been fun. Do you know what a keg stand is, Larry?
Yes, I do. It's a college thing.
Did you do it when you were younger? You were a wild boy, so you probably did.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you don't drink now, but you did back in the day.
I did when I was in the service. That's really the only time I drank is when I was.
Our military drinking.
When I was in my medic school, I drank. I literally the summer I spent in San Antonio going through medic school. I probably drank. I know there's no doubt I drank more that summer than the rest of my life combined.
Really? In 3 months?
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah, because it was the drinking age was 18 in Texas back then.
Damn, I think
And I
it's still
turned-
18 in some areas, even in the
I
state.
think it's 21 everywhere.
Is it now? Okay.
I think in the United States it is, but
Maybe it's
but
Canada.
It was either 18 or 19. I can't remember. Let me see. That would be the summer of 85. And it was 19. I turned 19. Well, late June. So
Yeah.
But a lot of places, especially if you're in uniform, they'll they would serve us back then.
Yeah, the good old
'Cause
days.
we were at the airport. My buddy, he didn't turn 19 till later, and we were flying back home after our medic school, and we had a layover in Atlanta, and my buddy, he hated flying anyway, and they were having like tornadoes and stuff, like, so our flights got delayed.
You and tornadoes.
We sat in the bar and just drank and just got shit faced. and finally our flight after a couple hours, they finally everything passed over and we made our way home. But we were pretty drunk by that time.
Steve says Larry only drank when serving our country and go to medical school. Yeah, that tracks. That tracks.
Is what it is.
Yeah, living it up. All right. Next is a lady tells this Amazon driver to turn down the music. Now, when we play it, I really didn't hear the music, but
I couldn't tell the end. I heard a little bit.
Yeah, I couldn't. It was, I was expecting to be like booming.
Yeah, I think she was just feeling that bass more than anything.
Probably. So it's a minute here. We'll play it.
Can you turn your music down because my child's sleeping and I can hear your bass in my house? Thanks.
Yeah, one more, dummy.
Maybe you shouldn't be in someone's house being rude and ignorant. Excuse me? Go ahead, fucking job.
Okay, yeah, I can hear it more now that I got these headphones on. That it's like right in my ear, but yeah, I definitely can hear the bass.
Yeah.
The lady was getting shit on in the comments, but I don't know. He kind of escalated by calling her a dummy.
Yeah. There wasn't any reason for that. I mean, he's going to come deliver. I mean, he's coming up to deliver. By the time he goes to turn the music, I mean, he's going to be gone in 20 seconds. Whatever.
Yeah. I don't say she's out of line.
Right. She's not out of line, but I don't think I would have done it.
I wouldn't have done it either. This is where you can be like, if he would have parked in the road, would she have said the same thing? Yeah. Did you think she got more brazen with that comment because he was in her driveway?
Maybe.
I mean, now you're on her property, and so she can. I mean, I don't know. I think that was more of it. If it was somebody in the road, I think it would be less likely for her to say anything. But either way, they both kind of acted like dicks, and then he said something nasty at the end that they beeped out. I don't know what he said. But.
Yeah, and you never know. I mean, she could be a pretty new mom and sleep deprived. You never know what the backstory is because you know how it is when kids are little, man. Moms aren't getting any sleep.
Yeah, I don't know. They're both kind of idiots. I mean, I do try to turn my shit down. Like even when I come in my own neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like I love loud music. I'm listening, like my car is up so loud with death metal when I'm like just driving, and then when I get into the neighborhood, I turn that shit down because I don't, if I'm driving down a 45 or 50 mile an hour road, ain't a problem. I don't have I have a stock system in my car. Yeah. But when I'm in the neighborhood and slow down, I turn it down. It's just a respect thing. What were you going to say about the loud music? You hate it?
No, I just having one good ear, man. I protect it. I don't listen to it real loud. I'm like,
I'm in my car. I don't have I don't have it like in my ear, but
still, you listen to it long enough, man. It'll
fuck it. I'm almost 50 at this point. Like now
I'm put in the grave.
Now, mind you, if I'm doing any equipment, like, if I'm using a skill saw or if I'm mowing the lawn, I got protective ear stuff in because, I doing lawn care for so long. Although I never wore it for lawn care, but I always had some sort of headphones in, which, it's better than nothing. But I was listening to podcasts and stuff like that. But I don't know. I call so one of the shows I listen to, they have Asshole of the Day. They'd both be assholes of the day, both of them, because they were both out of line, I think. Yeah. In my opinion. So.
Yeah.
All right, Ari. All right, Ari. Uber Eats driver makes delivery in a bizarre way, and as people will say, it'll take a while. I did not read this article, so I'm interested.
Okay, yeah. So we've heard about Uber Eats, people do Uber Eats in their car. We've heard about them doing Uber Eats on scooters, even bicycles. In the big city, New York, things like that. We've had a story or two people doing Uber Eats on horseback. So this Uber Eats courier said they came up with a very inventive way to deliver. So this happened over in London. Somebody ordered Uber Eats, and this lady was passing by, and she took a picture of a green kayak in the canal, and had a matching green Uber Eats delivery box in the back of the boat.
Wow.
She shared the clip on TikTok and said, if you just ordered Uber Eats in Hackney, it may take a while.
Well,
so,
it all depends on how I think about when you say canal, where is it? Is it Italy that they move about?
Venice.
There we go. Yeah. That there's a lot of their taxiways are on water.
Yeah. Whole city's built on water.
Right. I could see it being possible.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And I mean, you never know how far it is.
For sure.
People probably gave him some crap in there, but, the person who took the video, she posted it and she just titled it "Wholesome" and said she got over 1 million views and 500 comments. And one person that commented made a funny remark and captioned it as "Canoober Eats."
I mean, it's not a canoe, but I get you.
Yeah,
I get you.
And then somebody else said, "God forbid a man take a scenic route."
Right. Leave the man alone. He's working.
That's right. He's making some honest money.
Judas.
Enjoying nature. Yeah,
that's funny.
Just leave him alone.
For sure. Next up, Uber Eats heat map. And, this is more tongue in cheek that we're talking about it, but it does bode a, did I not? Oh God. I even labeled it. If you notice, if you go in there, look how good I did. I labeled everything. And then I was like, did I not? Here it is. The new delivery heat map is here. Wait less and earn more. Jason, the new heat map shows you when it's busy and highlights in-demand restaurants and stores. Most of your time, make the most of your time with shorter wait times and the potential to earn more at hotspots. We all know these hotspots don't work. I mean, they don't work for DoorDash. If they do, we don't know, because it'll be like, you're going to get an order in 4 to 7 minutes, and you wait there for 20, and then it doesn't do anything. So, Bubba Sue's new map, it looks like Skittles. Yeah. Oh, at the bottom there. Yeah, for sure.
Get the red and yellow.
I mean, why don't these work? I mean, are they actually doing something, and we're just not? Because there's so much going on, we're not understanding. We're not keeping track of the actual time that they quoted, and are we sitting there, TikTok, you know what I mean? Are they working? We just don't realize it. I don't know.
Are they using them to put drivers or delivery people where they want them to be?
That's true too. I mean, we talk about the surge. We would always say don't chase the surge, especially now that they're sticky surges. Back in the day, man. Those it would start out at 7.0, and you could chase it because you could get there and it might be a 5 or it could be a 9. You don't know. It was kind of worth it if you were close enough back in the day with the multiplier. But with the sticky surge, it goes on and off. If you don't do it, don't chase it. But yeah, they may force you, or they may want you to be there. I don't know. This fucking whole thing is just, I was just thinking about the saturation, and it's just, we need something new. Larry, I need something new. Gabe's in his fucking glory doing Roadie XD. And
XD, man, he's racking it up.
I'm like, dude, you better save that money, because once everyone figures it out, it's gone. It's gone. But that's, I mean, honestly, that Roadie XD in regards to the earning potential, that's the most I've ever seen on an app since I started. That's more than rideshare.
Yeah. Some of those XDs are crazy.
Yeah. So I keep looking every day, especially now that I'm back doing gig work more regularly. I mean, this is baseball week, so I'm not going to do as much, but next week I have literally nothing but gig work. I look every day, but it's still just poverty shit. So I'm like, I don't want to miss it. So now it's got me checking the app.
There you go.
I mean,
Yeah, like I said, I saw some in Nashville, but I've not seen it here. But I mean, there's not a ton of roadies here. You know, I'll see some during the day, but when I go down and look at the Nashville area, I've seen a few XDs.
Oh, you've seen the XDs? It kind of it shows up as XD.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you ever see that again, send me a screenshot. I mean, I guess I can Google it. I was trying to look on Roadie to see
yeah, I'll look right now too.
How many trips I've done. Oh, I've done 20 deliveries on Roadie. And the last time I did one was December 14th, 2022. So it's been a minute. And like Gabe had said before in the Telegram chat that Roadie, and it still does it, is a lot of it was airline bags.
Yeah.
So you would, it's cheaper for them to pay someone else to drive those out than send an employee that has benefits and blah, blah, blah.
Sure.
Those kind of things. So Steve says, I see XD every day. Dude, why aren't you doing it? And maybe it's not as profitable, but the last show, we had one that was $1,000 and it was a lot of miles. And it was like a 5 or 6 hour day, but still for $1,000,
$1,000. Yeah,
I'm done for the week. I do that, I'm done. I'm sipping Oberon and chilling on the deck. Like I am done for the week. No, I'm not. I'd still go out and work. I couldn't do that one and just sit there. Even I'd be like, all right, it's a blessed week. Let's slide some of this into the rainy day fun. But
no doubt.
But yeah, it looks like Josh, I can't get one. I get denied. Well, it's because you're a troll.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, so Steve says here they aren't all that. Well, so it may be already saturated. That's why. Like, hopefully Gabe is like raking it in. I'd be doing nothing but those and saving my money because it's going to stop.
Yeah, Gabe needed something now that they put that up front price.
Yeah, it couldn't have happened at a better time for him. He's so freaking lucky. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I tried to do what was the Baby Quip? We talked about it on the Patreon quite a bit, but Baby Quip is a rental business for baby equipment, aka pretty much everything once you dig into it a little bit. But they put me on a wait list because I was hoping this summer I was going to try that. I was going to invest some money. You got to spend $200 even to get on the platform. So there's a little bit of skin in the game, and I got waitlisted, and I was really excited about it. Larry and I spent a whole we did that night. We did like 55 minutes on the Patreon, like going analyzing this Baby Quip and shit like that.
Oh yeah, Jason was so excited.
I know.
He was fired up. He was because he'd just been talking about how he wanted a new app, and we can't get nothing. I mean, Gabe keeps getting these 150 for 10 trips and on Uber and these XDs and
right. Yeah, hopefully I'm at least I'm happy for somebody that I know in my life that's raking it in. I'm not.
Yeah, definitely. We're always happy to see our listeners get a nice score on any app.
Steve says they can be decent. Usually I'm better with Curry. Yeah, I mean Curry's great by Steve, and it's very hit or miss over here. Yeah. Now I'm ready though. Like I've gotten some in the summer, but I'd be like, yeah, that's not the greatest, or sorry, not in the summer, but like during the school year, not the greatest, but I can never do them. They're like, hey, it's 7:30 tomorrow morning, so I'm hoping this summer. I did re-sign up for, I know that we're getting off the scroll here, but I re-signed up for WAG to walking dogs, right? Okay, cool. I hadn't done it in a while, and I love pets. Like if I won the lottery, there'd be signs. I'd have a fucking animal shelter because I love dogs and cats so much. And but anyway, so I signed up, right? Getting a bunch of requests, like not specifically for me, but it goes into the pool and, right. So I said, they have a thing where you can promote your profile, $15 for a month. Right. I promote it starting June, fucking crickets. I've gotten nothing that's gone into the pool.
Really?
Now, maybe again, just like me, there's teachers off, there's school bus drivers off, the market's saturated.
College students.
Yeah. So maybe that's part of it, but I thought, God, I want to do something this summer that's a little different. It's not always about the money. I mean, it is, obviously. I have to make money. But if I can do something a little bit less money but kind of enjoy doing it a little bit more, not that I don't mind gig work. I just don't want to do ride share. Don't make me do ride share. Don't make me so broke that I got to do ride share.
I go slum with those ride share drivers.
I walk dogs and scoop poop before I do ride share.
Oh, man. Steve says for Curry, for vehicle size, SUV and smaller, he's done the most of any drivers in the country.
Damn. So isn't Curry didn't they start in Colorado? Is that why it's so prevalent over there? I feel like everyone over here, no one wants to use it, the businesses, but yeah, most of the shit. I did maybe this is part of it. I wonder if I fucked myself. I updated my car to the car, not my Pilot, and I wonder.
Oh yeah.
But honestly, the stuff I seen with my Pilot, it was little shit anyways. This thing weighs 5 pounds. I'm like, I can put that in a freaking Honda Fit. Like, I don't need an SUV, but I don't know. Oh, you hear the frustration in my voice. I'm ready to do something different.
For sure.
But anyways, moving on. The heat map sucks. Okay, so this is actually kind of interesting. I really do like that the apps are trying to focus on the seniors a little bit.
Yeah, I know she gave me this story.
I mean, you are older than me.
Just a little bit. All right. So yeah, Uber's, like I said, they're always testing things. Not long ago, they did the Uber Teen. They've got, Uber Pet. They've got all sorts of stuff. So started last month, they started testing new accounts for senior citizens that have a larger typeface, fewer buttons, and easier to follow instructions. And so it's rolling that out to across the United States and then several other countries. Says, they see seniors, as one of their, crucial customers, because in a world where 1 out of 6 people will be 60 years old or older by 2030.
Damn.
Yeah. It's going to be an aging world here.
Mm-hmm.
So in addition to a larger font and streamlined design, the account also includes saved destinations for easy ride requests, expanded payment options for customers who want to use a Medicare Flex card. Seniors can also designate a family member or a caregiver as someone who can book rides for them or change the settings or contact the driver if something comes up and they need to. They can also opt into sharing the location so the caregivers or family members can track where they're at. Let's see. It says customers who want the enhanced experience, larger fonts, reduced complexity, and clear navigation, but aren't linked to a family account can also turn on the app's simple mode in the account section. So yeah. So it's, this isn't the first time that Uber's, messed around with this product to try to serve older customers. They experimented with using a 1-800 number for ride requests back in early 2020, but that got derailed by the COVID pandemic. Okay. But they did also recently roll out a new number, 1-833-USE-UBER, which does the same thing. It's for people, especially older customers who prefer to call a number instead of using an app to set up a ride. So it also coincides with Lyft's, recently introduced their Lyft Silver accounts, which is very similar to Uber's as far as it has a larger typeface and it's a more simple design. So they're dumbing it down for us old fogies.
Well, I mean, kudos to the marketing team and the development team, just like trying to focus on the teen accounts. They know that these older people are, they can't drive, you know what I mean? And God, it's got to be tough. Well, I know it's tough, a strain on a family caring for an elderly person, especially if they don't live in the same city as you. Even my mother-in-law, she's 15 minutes away, which isn't a lot, but if I got to take her to 3-4 appointments a week, those kind of things. I mean, she drives right now, but I'm just saying at some point, she's not going to be able to.
Right.
And I think that's great. The only thing I can worried about is I just fucking drivers taking advantage of these people in some sort of fashion, just like young kids.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think it's great. Surprising, a lot of my elderly folks that I drive around at Sunset while they're independent living, most of them have smartphones. They don't know how to fucking turn them on vibrate. The funny thing is, me and one of my friends, Stephanie, and the bus barn, we'll have meetings and we literally put bets down. Because, I mean, bus driving, there's a lot of elderly people that drive bus. I mean, it sounds scary, but there is. And we always put down the name, the person that's their phone's going to go off and who's going to do it first. Because it's usually like 4 or 5 people, their freaking ringer goes off during the meeting. It's like my phone, 99.5% of the time is probably on vibrate.
Yeah, and it's so funny how things have come around because like when with the iPhone and stuff was brand new, like what was the big thing? Ringtones. Everybody just people
remember
throw
that?
ringtones, man. Buy your favorite song or buy this particular.
Yes.
I mean, that was huge. There was all sorts of sites where you could buy ringtones, and now you don't know what anybody's ringtone is because nobody has their phone ever turned on.
Well, and if you do hear it, you look over and they're 60 or above. You know what I mean? So see how I said 60 and not 50 or 55? Did you like how I did that? That was for you.
I appreciate that, man. I'm not 60 yet.
I know. I got you.
I'm real damn close.
I got you, boy. I got you.
I'm as close as you can get here in about 3 weeks.
Oh, really? Are you 59?
No, I'm as close as you can. I will be 59 in about 3 weeks.
Oh, okay. I didn't think you were. For some reason I thought you were like 55. I don't know. You're welcome.
Yeah.
You're handsome for a 55-year-old.
I appreciate that, man. I get told by my passengers that I look like.
Well, again, they do 40s, that,
but they are very drunk.
Dude. Yeah, I get that when I would drive. They'd be like, I'd tell them how old they are, and they'd be like, no fucking way. I'm like, bro, you're drunk, and it's dark in here.
Yeah. And the college kids, they don't know, they don't know how old we are. They're crazy.
No,
they'll get like, oh man, what are you like 41, 42? I'm like, dude, how drunk are you?
Dude, it's not even the alcohol. Like, the young kids, like on recess at 2nd through 4th grade.
Yeah.
I asked them to guess, and they're like,
you get
29
any kind of
or 64. It don't matter. It depends. Like, the gray doesn't throw the kids off, but my work partner has a bald head. Like he's bald. He's been balding for a while, and they guess him in this mid 60s, and he's 55.
Yeah.
Travel says, "Hey, I resemble that age. What, above 60? I mean, if that's a caricature picture of you in your thumbnail there, then yeah, you're way above 60 there." That was a terrible joke. I don't even know I tried to do that. No one wants to get old. It sucks, but
yeah, I mean, it's not for the faint of heart. That's for sure.
For sure. Waymo in the news. All right, as Josh asked before, we do have Waymo in the news. This is about a Waymo that just, I call it, most people in there are of age when I say they Dukes a hazard through this water. So we're going to watch. They tried. So we're going to watch this. It's 41 seconds.
Yeah.
Boy, don't go. Nigga, go backwards.
Oh, I didn't know they said the N-word. Whoops.
Go straight line. Oh, shit. Out of there. Oh, damn. Stupid ass electric car. Where you come from? Look, you look over here. It's beautiful as hell. And then you look over here. Double jackass on a Wednesday. You can swim? Nigga lost his bumpers, stupid ass.
All right.
This sounds like a couple of homies, man, sitting on their porch drinking 40s, just watching people, waiting for people to get stuck in this water.
Sorry for the N-word. I didn't watch it. You dropped 2 N-words in that thing.
Yeah, a couple.
My bad. But what did he say? A couple of idiots on a Wednesday or dumbasses on a Wednesday?
A couple of dumbasses on a Wednesday.
You know, the funny part of that video, I think the Waymo would have made it, but its sensors decided to stop it. I think it had enough. It had enough speed. I think it was going to make it through.
You wonder. Are they not programmed to recognize? How they going to recognize how deep water is?
Well, here's what a human would do. They would see that truck stuck in the water, and we would assess, right? We'd slow down probably. I mean, I would. I'd be like, okay, it's raining. Yeah. I can see that it's flooded. I don't know how deep it is. Oh, there's a pickup stuck there. I'm not going through there. If I'm in a car, he's in a pickup. I mean, a piece of shit pickup. Maybe it's stalled,
still pickup,
but still higher up. And I'm like,
it's up higher.
Yeah, so that's where I think, as much as we make mistakes because we look at our phone or we get distracted and we run into somebody,
we can reason through that.
You can reason through that. Most people are just going to be like, nope, I'm not going through there because I'm going to get stuck and wreck my car. And that Waymo, I mean, it didn't slow down until it realized. Of course, I just get a WAG request as I was bitching about it. They want someone to walk at 8:25 tonight. They just requested it. I mean, it's
all right, man. We'll see you.
It's 7:57 right now. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's hilarious. So yeah, I feel like this is where humans, I mean, are going to be more successful in these specific moments. Now, obviously, no one got hurt. You know, the guy's trying to get out, and then it had the dumbass handles like the Teslas did. He couldn't. I don't know. Maybe you just push it and you can get out that way. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't seen this before with the Waymos because as much places get flooded. I really hope the Waymos are operating when Nashville when we're down.
I know. I was thinking about the Waymos, and they're going to test it up in the UP of Michigan, where it gets fucking god awful cold and 120,000 inches of snow. I'm interested how it's going to just handle. It's busting along at 75. The highways up there are probably not 75, but it's 75, basically from a little bit north of Grand Rapids all the way to the UP on 131. I'm wondering, busting around 75, and there's some ice you can't see. You know what I mean? Like, is it gonna slow down for conditions, knowing that it could be slippery? I don't know. It's just that shit is interesting to me. Dry roads, fine, whatever, but ice, snow, those kind of things. But
yeah, or if it's like it's raining like it did. I told you when we were coming back from Chattanooga, if it's just raining so hard you can't see, how good can those sensors see? What are they going to do? Are they just going to stop in the road? Or
no, the sensors have a wiper.
But I mean, I had wipers too. I still couldn't see shit.
Well, I know that's true, but the sensor's more technically, it has better eyes than you. You're almost 60.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope they're down in Nashville, but I feel like the original self-driving, I think it's going to be successful in like Texas and Arizona and all the states that don't have a lot of weather, like rain and trees falling and snow and ice and stuff like that. But I feel like that part of it, I think, is even a lot further down the road.
Yeah. So what I found, it says Nashville is testing phase, or Waymo's testing phase in Nashville is expected to last through May 2025. So right now they've got people behind the wheel and they're driving the roads. It says no specific timeline or launch date for public ride hail has been announced. So it could happen.
Yeah, it's possible.
It's June.
I mean, they're done with the people in it, so why wouldn't they be out? Or maybe they're going to do it for a while without people, and then without
because they've had people in the car, and maybe do it a little bit without people, without a safety driver. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, there's a chance. Then you're saying there's a chance.
That's right. We'll keep our fingers crossed for sure.
So I'm hoping to get some. You ever seen those Ray-Ban Meta glasses?
Ray-Ban Meta glasses.
So basically, it's like AI. I'm thinking about getting those before we head to Nashville.
Really?
Yeah.
How much do those run?
You don't want to know. It starts at about 300, which isn't horrible. And that's, you can get prescriptions and everything. I'm just going to get a basic clear pair, not even a sunglass one, so I can wear them inside or outside. And you can buy, that's where they get you. You can buy transition lenses and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
I don't want to spend that. But the only caveat of that, which doesn't sound too horrible, that it only can record in 3-minute increments.
Okay.
So you would have to start again, but you can ask it to take a picture. And it can take a ton of pictures, and you just wear them. And I've seen the quality. It's freaking nice.
Yeah.
It's nice. And so I'm hoping to do some more videos with that, like delivering for Walmart Spark and that. What are you going to say? You're going to crack a joke?
No, I think that's cool.
Well, okay. I thought you were going to say, like, when we're in Nashville and we're all naked and getting COVID together.
Hey, don't be recording that.
No naked. We have a female there. That's not happening. Unless Larry and I have a lock on our door, then we might be okay.
Then it's cuddles away.
You know what? The reason I kind of decided to do that, I made out at the end of the year for my kids with gift cards from busing.
There you go.
I made
Nice.
I got half
like a bandit.
like 150.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Very
So,
nice. Yeah.
I'm gonna use that towards my glasses. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So.
Yeah, since we mentioned Nashville so many times, yeah, we want to.
Oh yeah,
we put it out there again. That,
yes, thank you.
Know, we're having our get together there. What the weekend is that? What is that? Saturday the 28th.
Yep, Saturday the 28th.
Yep.
Time and place to be determined. I know where we're staying, but we'll probably do something. I mean, I don't know.
Dinner.
Did you track how far we were from downtown from where we were staying or not?
It's probably, if there's
10.
not much traffic, maybe 15-minute drive, something like that. Not too bad, I think.
Yeah,
if I remember correctly.
Yeah, we are planning on doing a dinner. We want you to come out. I asked Jesper. Faith wanted me to ask Jesper. He said no way. I was like, come on, you're rolling in it now. Just fly down for the day. It's Nashville. Like, I got my flight for $180. I mean, that's a drop in the bucket for you.
Yeah.
We'd even buy him a beer. So
or two.
Steve says, don't leave your $1,000 sunglasses in a Waymo and watch out for roofies. If you know, you know. Well, these glasses are not $1,000. I'm going to tell you that right now because I wouldn't.
You have to be careful in Nashville. It's bad about being roofied.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard. All right. On the Patreon tonight, we got 2 articles we didn't get to. Homeless shelter wants to tax Uber and Lyft for funding. And majority of riders and drivers in UK gig economy suffer anxiety over ratings and pay, studies suggest. Go ahead and join the Patreon. The $7 tier gets you the live streams. And we'll be live at 8:10 p.m., which is in 7 minutes. So we're going to wrap this bitch up. And as always, don't put up with anyone's bullshit.
We'll see you on the road.
Peace out.
Good night, everybody.
This podcast is produced and edited by Hey Guys Media Group. Want to start a podcast? Check out heyguysmediagroup.com.